Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian, joined with me my co-host, Joseph.
Yellow.
Ian.
Hey.
Jehio.
Cacao!
Back again with a best performance ever for Mrs. Emily Blunt, my favorite half of the Hollywood power couple. That is her and John Krasinski.
Not Blunt Krasinski, because fuck his last name.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a dumb last name.
And that'd be a lot of syllables.
She's been in a lot of stuff for a long time. A lot of it not so great.
Actually, not as long as you'd think. She was.
What's the first?
She
thing?
kind of appeared mid 2000s.
That's about where I rank her.
Yeah, so she's really had. Did
that
a
was
little.
15 years ago. You realize that, right?
I understand. Okay, comparatively to the
2006 is Devil Wears Prada. That's where she came on the screen. So 13 years.
13 years.
That is a long time.
Comparatively to a lot of the other people we've done who have had 30-year careers.
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing a shorter one.
Yeah, that's probably not bad. But no, that definitely, I think the first breakout performance where people remember it, and honestly, it's still one of her most memorable roles in my opinion. Devil Wears Prada.
I think we've raved about this movie before.
We have, because we did Best Performance ever with Anne Hathaway.
We've done a girl already.
Yes.
Yeah, so we never have to do it again. Oh, shit, hang on.
I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that.
I love this movie. It's great.
It's really great. She's really good in it. She's supposed
is.
to be I can't remember her name. Is her name also Emily in this?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I think it is.
Like rival secretary.
I think she steals that movie.
Yeah,
it is Emily. Her name is.
Yeah, she's the rival secretary. She's like the one that knows what's going on when Anne Hathaway's character gets there and kind of makes her look bad by just knowing what Miranda wants and what Miranda needs, and then by the end of the movie, she's like in peril because Anne Hathaway has kind of usurped her, and now she seems more pitiful. And for a minor character, I feel like you feel a lot of things for her in that movie. Yeah. It's a super power cast at the top, minus Vinny Chase. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, and Emily Blunt are all incredible in this movie.
It's a great movie. There's also a really great Office bit where Michael Scott pretends that he's Miranda for a bit.
Oh, yeah?
It's hilarious. And without...
good.
It's so good. It was like, Michael rented Devil Wears Prada this week. He's watched it every night. It's fantastic.
I don't know if this is a stars aligned thing or if it's how she got the role, but she's... no, it's not how she got the role, but she's... sister-in-law to Stanley Tucci, and that apparently her sister is married to Stanley Tucci, and I guess that makes sense.
That's how sister-in-laws.
That is how sister-in-laws work.
Did you just explain the concept of a sister-in-law?
This is an informative podcast.
But apparently, in the course of filming this movie, her and Anne Hathaway became really good friends and have maintained that friendship up to now. So
I think it's cool that this is pretty much her first real star movie, you know what I mean? And she broke out, because everything we were going through her career, everything before that's like TV movies, TV shows, guest spots. So her first movie ended up being pretty successful.
Yeah, it's a huge hit. It's kind of like cult classic status in that people just love this movie.
I don't know if it's cult. It made money when it came out.
It was. I had just started back in the life when this movie came out, and it was fucking busy.
It's just got staying power.
Yeah, that's better. It's got staying power because people I still watch this movie.
It's great.
It's on TV. It's
Any
better than
woman
Transformers.
North of 50 loves this movie.
I think most people love this movie. If you've watched it,
I've never watched it myself, but I'll defer to your all's opinion.
Oh man, this is a
you're
gap.
missing out.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
I mean, as the guy who's never seen The Godfather as a movie podcast, fair enough. But I think The Devil Wears Prada is more important.
Really?
No. So that brings us to one of her next big role. I don't know if it's a big role. Roles in the Steve Carell vehicle Dan in Real Life, which is, honestly, I don't remember the movie more than I remember the poster, which is Steve Carell's face in a sad, wet pile of pancakes.
I was going to say, that was the only part of this I had an interest in talking about.
Oh, I remember this movie.
Stupid fucking poster.
It's a memorable poster.
Yeah, I think I saw this movie purely off of the poster, actually.
What is this about?
It's a sad guy movie. Dan, who's Steve Carell's a sad guy, and then he meets kind of like a magical girl who brings him back to life, and then he finds out that girl is his brother's girlfriend, and this brother is Dane Cook.
Yes,
we said this off air, but I really hate Steve Carell doing dramas because they're always sad movies. Do a fucking happy drama.
I remember watching this.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, exactly. They exist.
I remember watching this movie, first of all, because I was very interested in Dane Cook's attempts to be a movie star.
Fair enough.
He's still trying.
And I thought with him and Steve Carell in it, it'd probably be a pretty funny movie, but it's not that at
No.
all. It's like it's lightly comedy, but mostly it's just sad. And I don't even remember that she was in it.
I mean, of the hipstery bullshit soundtracks that were going on at the time, it's pretty good. I like the soundtrack to this movie more than I like the movie.
That was very popular in the day. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
having like a lot of hits that like people would recognize, but like mainstream people would like not turn their
I mean, it was just shit. It was a lot of it is shit that I had never heard. I mean, it's kind of like a Juno soundtrack where it's all this like poppy acousticy bullshit, but it's still pretty good.
It was 2007. We didn't know better.
Dane Cook's got to be like top 5 most annoying actors in the planet, right?
See, I've came back around on Dane Cook. I kind of like Dane Cook again.
I don't want to go to Dane Cook train, but I'm kind of with Jehu on this. I've kind of come back around on Dane Cook.
Watch that Jessica Simpson movie and
Not as an actor. I'm not coming back on as
He's just kind of had a pitiful life, so I kind of want him to
yeah,
succeed.
exactly.
I tell you what I think is just fascinating.
We're
to
really
me
gonna do this.
about Dane Cook is that he is demonstrably a better person than Louis C.K.
Oh,
Definitely.
If you would go back and tell me that in 2008, I would have punched you in the fucking mouth. I fucking loved Louis C.K., and that was exactly at the spot where I decided, oh, Dane Cook's a fucking hack. It's weird that the world has changed so much.
Yeah.
Basically.
you're in the upside down.
Indeed.
But I still stand by Dane Cook's first record. That's solid shit. He hasn't done much great stand-up since then, but that first record's solid.
Okay.
Anyway,
Emily
back
Blunt.
to the Emily Blunt podcast.
Good thing we picked a woman for this one. Yeah. So our next big role was in Charlie Wilson's War, which is a movie.
I know I have seen it, and I know I recognize people being in it. I don't remember a lick of the plot of this
Tom
movie.
Hanks is in it.
Tom Hanks
at
is
the
in
end
it.
of it, we left the Taliban with our weapons and guns
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I don't remember anything in the middle.
I love this movie. I don't remember her being in it at all.
I think she's like a not cameo, but like small part. Yeah, she's definitely not like even a supporting character.
Although I will say, the late Michael Williamson had the best review of this movie after watching it. He said that was the best movie of 1998.
And he's a Texas congressman, and he's dealing with the Afghanistan war, and going behind the Soviets back, like the old Afghanistan war,
Yeah.
and kind of like being shady dealings and doing
This is like in the
shady
80s.
political stuff.
But
Yeah,
who was she in the movie? Because I really don't remember.
Jane Lytle,
Sure. Yeah.
whoever that is, but yeah, she's in it. It's a fine movie. I remember being forgettable.
I
Like, not one of
remember
Tom
I
Hanks'
liked
best.
this movie a lot, but yeah.
I'm going worse than Transformers simply because I don't remember a lick about it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Worst Transformers.
So that brings us to a smaller movie, which was critically successful at the time that I just recently watched. Sunshine Cleaning with her and Amy Adams, which is about two sisters who are kind of down on their luck who decide to just up and start a biohazard cleaning service where essentially they're cleaning up after crime scenes and that kind of thing. It's again, if we're talking about like indie dramedies, kind of black comedy sort of things, this is very much of its time. But it's Emily Blunt in one of her. I mean, I feel like it's one of her more prominent roles. She's a co-lead with Amy Adams, and she's good in it. Granted, all of the females look exactly the same in this movie. I don't know who the casting director was, but they had a very specific.
Well, they're supposed to play
face in mind.
sisters.
No, I mean all of them. Like even the ones that aren't related. I don't know, but she's good in it.
It's comedy or drama?
It's a dramedy. It's got both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. Do you like how seriously I said dramedy? Like it means something.
I just hate when we take two words and combine it together and make a new fake word. I hate that.
I'm into it. I'm the same way. Even when I use them, I hate
yeah, dramedy. What bullshit.
But I say, look, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but I think it's better than Transformers. And Emily Blunt's definitely better than Transformers.
She's better than Amy Adams.
Well, here's the thing. It's one of those movies that's got a weird perspective because the whole plot is she's supposed to be like, Amy Adams is the sister who, like, she had a kid that was, it's assumed to be kind of like, an unexpected thing, and she's a single mom. And just trying to make it work. And Emily Blunt's supposed to be like the fuck up sister who like can't get her life together. But the thing is, over the course of it, she's very reliable. And then at the very end, there's an accident that happens that's kind of her fault, but is also Amy Adams' fault for not being there when she was supposed to be. But like the movie frames it like it is definitely Emily Blunt's fault. And I'm like, I don't know if she's really that much of a fuck up. She seems to mostly be showing up and doing what she's supposed to be doing. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird movie, but it's better than Transformers. She's good.
I remember when this movie came out, I was aggressively depressed, and I was not watching.
Yeah,
the
you
movie.
shouldn't. It's It's not a cheery movie.
Yeah.
More drama than comedy.
Yeah.
Huh?
So one of the other roles that I think was expected to be bigger than it was, she is the female lead in The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro
And Anthony Hopkins.
and Anthony goddamn Hopkins.
I want to watch this. This is a good cast.
It's not. It's really bad.
It's well worth a watch.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
There is a infight where Anthony Hopkins fights Wolf Benicio del Toro.
I think Wolf Anthony Hopkins is gray, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
he's old.
Yeah.
oh, I like that.
You know what the big problem with this movie is that Benicio del Toro is already frightening.
That's true.
So, like, having him turn into a wolf man, like, almost made him less frightening. But I remember I kind of liked the way that this movie was shot. It was really dark. It kind of felt like when you were having a nightmare, but it was not a good movie.
It's very inspired by. Well, it's like a remake of like the old like 1930s movie.
Yeah.
So is it modern times?
No, it's,
Victorian.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Victorian.
okay.
Like it's like the same
Yeah,
movie, just with a new cast.
This is around Dracula Untold, right? We're in
Where
that.
we were trying to make.
We were.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think this was a little before that.
Yeah, I was in a few years before Dracula
Yeah.
Untold.
Okay.
We were definitely in the midst of Universal trying to bring back the
Yeah,
monsters.
absolutely.
Emily Blunt is probably the best part of the movie, but it's not a good movie.
Oh yeah.
The weekly part of the show where Joseph can't read his own handwriting.
Hey, this is Ian's handwriting,
Which is worse.
and I think it's such a forgettable movie that I forgot about it as I was reading it. The Matt Damon vehicle Adjustment Bureau, where she is also the lead. It's about Matt Damon, who is
Running for Congress.
up and coming politician.
Yep.
Who meets this girl who seems to be the girl of his dreams after having poor luck with love or whatever.
She's a ballerina.
Is she a ballerina?
Mm-hmm.
Well, God,
Ian remembers it very well.
God,
I know I do.
I hate everything about this movie. But you find out that there are cosmic forces at work that they weren't supposed to meet, and the cosmic forces are trying to keep them apart. But the cosmic forces are actually embodied by a bunch of assholes in hats who can magically walk through doorways.
I remember this
Yep,
movie.
old white men.
Yeah.
Of
no,
course.
Anthony Mackie's in it. He's one of the guys.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have zero
Yeah.
recollection of this ever
I
occurred.
had completely forgotten about
It's
this
super
movie.
forgettable.
No, it's like where
And
they can like open doors and like it's all
They're
high
like
concept.
They're like the agents
But the
from
yes,
the Matrix.
But the only way they can open the
exactly.
doors is if they're wearing the fucking hats.
Yep.
That's where their magic angel powers come from.
they wear like boulder caps all the time.
yeah. Oh, God,
Yeah.
it's a stupid fucking movie.
And
I
basically,
remember
Matt
this movie.
Damon's kind of running from his fate because he loves this girl so much. It's drama romance.
No, he's making his own fate. No one determines his destiny. He has choice. It's free will. It's a terrible fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's worse than Transformers.
Everyone is worse than Transformers, and the movie itself.
Does
is
he
worse
buy
than
a
Transformers.
zoo in this one? It sounds like that same era of Matt Damon.
I think that was the sequel.
Okay.
It's funny. I remember none of this movie until you guys were like, there are dudes in suits following them around. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
This movie's terrible.
It's terrible.
Worse than Transformers. Not Emily
The
Blunt.
trailer looked good. That's why I hate this movie so much because I was excited for it for some reason. I don't know. I think they sold me on the trailer, and then I watched it, and I was like, Jesus, this is bad.
You know what sucks here is we haven't really talked about Emily Blunt's performance in any of these movies.
That's not true. I talked about it in Sunshine Cleaner.
Fair enough.
And you did talk about it in Devil Wears Prada.
Also
yes.
true.
She's good. She's a good actress, but gosh, she had a bad agent during this time because
Well, I mean,
these
she's
are not good.
She's still
movies.
kind of in the up and coming phase at this point.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
getting like the BC scripts. I think.
I mean,
right
she's-
now. Other people
she's
pass
Getting
on.
cast opposite of Matt Damon was pretty cool at the
Absolutely,
time.
That's a
yeah.
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in a horrible movie.
yeah. She's also has a role in the Muppets where apparently she's just arguing with Miss Piggy all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Miss Piggy needs somebody to rat off with. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there was a lot of people in that Muppets movie. That was a good movie. Though.
It was a really good
Yeah.
movie.
Is it?
No, it really is.
No, it
Like,
really is.
I should watch that.
It's
I
lots
like
of
the
fun.
Muppets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really fun like reboot of the.
Yeah.
I don't like when they mix. I don't know. Have you guys seen Happy Time Murders?
No,
No,
I've seen that. That is a fucking
man.
worse
it's-
than Transformers.
nothing like that.
The thing about Happy Time Murders is it was one of those rumored things that had been around. Like that script and that idea had been around since like the 90s, since before Jim Henson died.
Yeah, it's the thing his son wanted to make. Like,
Yeah. And so like I remember, even before I got really deep into like reading all the movie news, I remember in like high school hearing rumors about this Muppets movie that was like dark and gritty and all this kind of stuff. Like, oh, that sounds fucking awesome. And then they made it and it was terrible.
Why don't you just make Avenue Q?
It should right. It should have just stayed in development hell so there could be a legend.
Yeah.
Because I think the legend of it is better than the actual product.
100%.
of it.
The concept is better than the movie.
Is there any movie that stayed in development that long that turned out to be good? Like,
I actually think The Muppets is a good example. It took us a long time to actually get a new Muppets movie.
that's true. That's true.
And it was a good movie.
That's not a
I
bad
was
episode.
mostly just segueing into talking shit about Burt Wonderstone. Which
It's not a bad episode idea, though.
I mean, we also just talked about Spider-Man not that many weeks ago,
Yeah.
which you said also was in development hell
That's
for
true.
many, many years.
Okay, but that was not because of like any quality issues or
Yeah.
something. That was just bad decisions in the 70s.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that brings us to... is this a Judd Apatow thing? 5-year engagement?
No, it's a Jason Segel thing, just like The Muppets was. Like,
Oh,
they
really?
they were on set together. Jason Segel wrote the Muppets movie, directed by, gosh, I knew his name a second ago. I
Isn't
found
it the
out.
guy? No, it's not. No.
But he also wrote and directed the same duo. Jason Segel and the director for the Muppets wrote 5-year engagement. Jason Segel plays like a chef, and she's like a doctorate student, and he gives up like his big San Francisco restaurant. They go to like Michigan or something, and they end up basically just getting on each other's nerves. He gave up his career. He's made her be engaged for 5 years. They do happy ending. Do end up getting married after they break up for a while, but. This movie is
So it's rom-com or drama?
Is it a dramedy?
it's
He does
like
a lot of dramedies, doesn't
it's
she?
like rom-com. Like what's the one with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn where they like
The breakup.
The breakup.
It's like that where you're like, this is funny but sad and sick at the same time. It's a lot like that.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy this movie. I want worse than Transformers, and I had high hopes because again, this is a combo that worked really well in the Muppets.
Yeah.
and I really like the Muppets.
I like Jason Sudeikis, too.
It's Jason Segel, not
Jason.
Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, God. I don't like him as much.
Same. Thank you. That makes
like
me
him
feel
as
better.
Man, there was a bit where I thought Jason Segel was like gonna explode.
I mean,
How I Met Your Mother is okay.
well, I mean, definitely though. I mean, forgetting
never
Sarah
liked you so
Marshall, he's the
much.
fucking
Yeah.
shit in that.
I think How I Met Your Mother is kind of what ruined it because like the last 4 seasons of Marshall, you could tell he fucking hated being on that show.
Well, he would talk about it in interviews.
Yeah.
You know, like that he didn't want to be on the show anymore.
That End of the World movie we were talking about last week, like his whole little bit in that movie is him talking shit about being in How I Met Your Mother.
This is the end.
This is the end, yeah.
I meant to text you guys, but you know.
Good call.
Nice
late,
pull.
late payoff.
Nice pull. I'm going worse than Transformers and 5-year engagement.
That's fine. So that we're starting to move towards the better movies. I
I
think, of her
don't know
career.
how she got more popular.
Well,
She don't any of her movies.
She's kind of
Again, she's not been the bad part.
Yeah,
of these
she's
days.
kind of
So
popular.
far, we haven't talked about a movie that I remember her from. So that's
We'll talk about a movie that has mixed opinions on this podcast as a whole. Ryan Johnson's Looper. It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Bruce Willis, Emily Blunt as the mother of the end of the world.
Yeah. The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. That's a cool ass name.
It's a
though.
cool fucking name.
Yeah, it's a movie that had a cool premise, and I feel like it's one of those movies, and I'd love to do another episode on this, or at least a side episode on this. It's a movie that I think is better on mute. If you're not hearing what they're saying, you're like, oh, I'll bet this is really fucking cool. And then when you like actually listen to the words and the plot and that thing, then it kind of falls apart a bit.
I like Looper a lot. I do think the plot kind of...
Yeah.
I think it falls... I think when you watch Looper the first time and you not even think about it and it's fresh, you're like, oh, that was a cool-ass movie. And then about 2 hours later, you're like, well, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Okay, that sounds about right.
And I think it starts to fall apart. But I've watched it a couple times. I enjoyed I think the performances are good.
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Emily Blunt are really good together.
They're the strengths of the movie.
Absolutely.
Bruce Willis is still phoning it in 100%.
I mean, Bruce
He
Willis
always
has been
does.
phoning in for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Ever since Pulp Fiction.
it's been a long time since he did something that he really like cared about.
And it sucks because he's like the emotional driving force
Right,
of that
yeah.
movie, kind of. But Emily Blunt is so good as the mom of, you're right, of the guy who's going to literally like grow up to be this like worldwide mob boss who just murders people. And yet you still like, through her...
Yeah,
can,
because it's
like,
her child.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I liked this movie a lot. I'm just dumb enough to not have noticed the holes in it, and I thought she was good in it. You know, definitely better than Transformers.
It has a killer ending.
Yeah.
I like it, but I'm telling you, Last Jedi has just... I'm an internet troll guy. I hate all Ryan Johnson movies now because of Last Jedi. I'm that guy with Ryan Johnson. Like, fuck him.
I don't know if anyone's ever admitted to being an internet troll.
No, yeah, I'm one of those people with Ryan Johnson. Like, I'll just bash anything he does now.
You should watch Brick.
Knives Out? No.
I'm gonna watch Knives Out.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah.
I still think Looper's better than Transformers.
I'm
I think
going with
Emily Blunt is
Objectively,
great.
probably.
You know what? I think it is better than
Yeah.
Transformers. It's just not. I don't think it's quite as good as it should have been.
Yeah.
That brings us to definitely one of. Actually, this is probably. We talk about cult classics a lot. This probably actually is a cult classic. Sci-fi movie, Tom Cruise vehicle, Edge of Tomorrow. It's really Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt. Their co-stars get a lot of screen time. What is it? It's Groundhog Day,
with
but
science fiction.
with science
Yeah.
fiction.
with aliens. And
Yeah.
blowing
It's
up
a future war movie, and a guy just keeps dying and
Yeah.
reliving it.
And
over
this
over
is she's fucking badass.
I fucking love this
Absolutely.
movie.
Yes.
You know what I love about this movie is that even though she's younger, she plays the mentor character
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
all of Tom Cruise's movies. Like he has a lot of movies where he has mentors, and you would think where he's the older person, it would be him, but she's the expert in this, and it's pretty badass.
I just think this movie's ahead of its time. Like, now you have these Captain Marvels, these Wonder Womans. Like, she was being a badass 5 years
Yeah.
before that. Killing fucking aliens. And I like that Tom Cruise is playing against his fucking type. He's
Yeah.
usually the badass, and here he's the coward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
I think
And
it
he's-
works really well.
It's a really strong performance from Tom Cruise.
It is.
And Emily Blunt. Like,
Yeah,
they're
I know,
both-
I'm just
yeah,
saying, like,
no,
I would-
yeah, they're both
Yeah,
great.
he's like slimy in it.
Yes.
He's like
Yeah.
it's a really good movie. I enjoyed this movie.
This
a lot.
this movie was like right towards the beginning of our science fiction renaissance that,
Yeah.
that we started in like the 2010s. I feel like.
There's a really cool thing in this movie that in his like different lives, like if you're paying attention, like Emily Blunt, like not herself, but like she'll be like spray painted on the side of a building or like on a bus. Like her presence is just constantly felt through all these different timelines. It's a cool ass movie.
Yeah.
Those
And
mech suits are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, the special effects are cool. Like,
it's a good movie.
The aliens look cool.
And also it has a lot of good gags. It's a funny movie.
It's
Yeah.
a funny movie.
Yeah.
There aren't usually on these kind of things we'll go through the whole thing, but I think there are several people out there who haven't probably seen Edge of Tomorrow, and I will genuinely recommend.
Let's
one of
not
the few,
spoil this one because it's fun.
one of the few times I will say go and watch this movie.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
You will really like it. I
And
think.
famously changed the name on DVD, so if you do look for it, it's Live, Die, Repeat now.
Yeah.
It is no longer Edge of Tomorrow.
If you Google it, it'll
Which
come
sucks
up.
because I thought Edge of Tomorrow was a good name.
It is a
Yeah.
good name. It just they didn't market it as Edge of Tomorrow. They
Yeah.
marketed it as Live, Die, Repeat.
Right.
I remember I just started, like, this is the first living, like, right when I started working in a movie theater, this came out, and I really liked it. So,
Yeah, better than Transformers. Emily Blunt is a badass. In it.
yes,
She
best
is.
movie we talked about so far
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then as far as stretching into different rangier performances, we go into a musical with Meryl Streep and Chris Pine and James fucking Corden.
Yep.
Into the Woods.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt.
Famously, she doesn't have a name. She's the baker's wife, and James Gordon's the baker. That's their character names. So, she's good in it. She can sing. So, I mean, I would like to see her in more musicals.
She's
it's
been
very,
in like 5 of them.
It's very theatrical. Like, it's like a play. I think it's based on a play that was
It's
adapted.
based on a musical. That's correct.
Yeah, Chris Pine, Anna Kendrick.
Oh, yeah, Anna
Big, a lot of famous names. It was one of the Christmas releases. And
Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I
he's the
don't-
big bad wolf,
the
isn't
big
he?
bad wolf
yeah,
in
you're
it.
right.
How fucking prescient that is.
Yeah, it's good. She's not, like I said, it's more Meryl Streep's lead, but she's great in it.
I didn't like this movie. I'm not a huge fan of the musical, and I don't think the movie interpretation is much better. And I just feel like we're really typecasting Anna Kendrick and James Corden at this point, and I'm really down with a musical that doesn't have either of them in it.
That seems fine.
But she's fine in it. Emily Blunt's fine. I just the whole movie kind of wears down, and she's not strong enough in it to like carry it
Yeah.
for me.
And this is Rob Marshall. What did he also? Yeah, he also. This is where they met and did Mary Poppins later
Yeah.
on. I think they met on this. This is the first movie they did together. So better than Transformers.
I'm going worse than Transformers.
Fair enough.
I'm going. I didn't watch it.
Yep. So that brings us to the best training day since Training Day, Sicario, where Emily
Another
Blunt
badass
is
movie.
very much the lead in this movie. It's her, Benicio del Toro, Daniel Kaluuya, that guy from Burn Notice, someone else I think.
Josh Brolin.
Josh fucking
Yeah,
Brolin.
It's like
it's got
the
John
third
Baron.
lead in-
John
Well,
Barenthal.
John Barenthal
as a slimy cop.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's almost like a cameo role. It's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
small part.
Yeah.
If you want to know how good Emily Blunt is in this movie, watch the second one without her and realize how fucking awful that one is.
I mean, I've talked about this often. I love Training Day. It's one of my top 5. And I think one of the strengths of that movie is for Ethan Hawke's character, you are in his perspective, and he's in a new place with new people. And so he doesn't really know what's real, who to trust, who's telling him the truth, who's not telling him the truth. And I absolutely think that's the strength of this movie also, is you're coming at it from Emily Blunt's perspective. And she's very much, like trying real hard to soldier through and like play her part, but you can tell like she is uncomfortable and she does not know like who she can trust or if she's even doing the right fucking thing, and she plays it phenomenally.
Her facial expressions, like not even verbal, just the way she looks. I mean, like I've said in this podcast, I'm a big fan of action scenes. There's a scene on a highway where like they're taking a prisoner from Mexico to the U.S. and they get caught in a traffic jam, and these people in Mexican cars are hopping out, and it just gets very suspenseful.
Yeah,
really very good. And then the last 30 minutes is they find they're tunneling under drugs and stuff, and they go in this underground tunnel, and it's shot through night vision. It's fucking dope. Like this movie's fucking.
Denis
good.
Villeneuve, right?
Is it? I think it is.
Yeah.
This is a great. Fucking
It's a really great movie.
Yeah,
And again, Ethan Hawke had a troubled career, but everyone can agree he's fucking great in Training Day. And it's the same thing for her here. Like, she is by far the strength of the movie. And she's not the most likable character.
No.
But she's the most well
But
acted.
and the reason I actually like her performance in this better than I like Ethan Hawke's performance is because Ethan Hawke's possibly just a little bit too osh-bagosh. You know, like what there's non
Oh,
things.
she's very aware.
She's not like naive or anything. She's been in like doing this hard beat on the drug cartels for a while, but even for her level of experience, they're going like deeper in than she anticipated.
Well, and also like Ethan Hawke never really gets dragged down into the muck.
Yeah.
He always is sure what the right thing to do is. If you're someone who enjoys moral ambiguity, this is the movie for you because there's nobody that's 100% likable in it.
That's true.
The most likable person probably in the movie murders children.
Yep.
So, that's true, actually.
Yes.
I wouldn't say top 10 for me. That'd be a stretch, but this is like top 30.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
It's really
It's
good.
great.
Yeah.
So that-
Don't watch the second one.
Yeah, no.
Day of the Soldado.
However Ian likes to say it, that's what I want to call it.
I can't remember. So that brings us to a movie that was based on a super popular book at the time called The Girl on the Train.
I didn't see it.
It's like a murder mystery. Emily Blunt plays like a drunk who takes the subway every day, and she witnesses like through her window. She like spies on this one family, and I think she imagines because she's going through a divorce, I believe, and she's down on her luck, and she imagines that she's part of this family, and then she like witnesses a murder, and then it's kind of a whodunit psychological thriller.
This movie really wants to tap into the magic that Gone Girl had.
Yeah, it was a total Gone Girl ripoff.
And it does not at all. It's like, whereas Gone Girl really keeps you guessing, this you can figure out everything that's going on in about the first 15
I mean,
minutes.
the problem there is, one, Gone Girl is actually a well-written book, and two, Gone Girl, the movie, is directed by David fucking Fincher.
That's true.
Yeah. This is also based on a book. I mean, it had a good cast: Justin Theroux, Luke Evans, Rebecca Ferguson, like who's broke out in Mission Impossible. This was like the start of that, but it is missing something. I would say worse than Transformers. I was really excited about it, and I was a little disappointed coming out.
I'm going with worse than Transformers. I was like, I was bitching about this movie for days, probably because I did have high hopes.
Yep,
but,
me too. But she does play a good, like she's an alcoholic, like kind of down on her luck, and she's good in that role. Like she's a little dirtier, a little like she's not having a good life right now.
Right.
And I think she does good about that.
So that brings to probably we're getting into the very recent thing you would probably remember in the last year. Yeah, right? Her collaborative project with her also famous husband John Krasinski, A Quiet Place.
Good fucking movie.
Which is kind of a sci-fi horror movie about aliens who essentially kind of invade the Earth and wreak havoc, and they're blind but super sensitive to sound. So the whole movie is very much about like how life progresses without making sound, how human life progresses without making sounds. It's a really interesting world. Like they've done a good job of fleshing out the it's several. I think it's like months after, at least many weeks after the initial like attack. So like you're already like living into this kind of thought out world of what it would be like, but it is very much carried. It's about this one family just trying to stay together and survive. And John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are the heart of this movie, absolutely.
And the deaf girl, their daughter. But it's very, very good. Like I said, the Bird Box was the one that got a lot of like popularity coming out of this.
Well, I think Bird Box got play because people liked Quiet Place and wanted more of it.
And I
Quiet
think this
Place was
is
a
better.
huge hit.
This is better than Bird Box.
I think there was more attention to Bird Box because it was more fun to make fun of.
That's fair.
Yeah. But this is a good movie. I like how they do the farm, and like you see like how they've made these things to like survive, like with the fireworks, and they set up these traps, and like it's just a lot of like it was well thought out and well written. I think
She's great in it. She's got a real great like kind of like Sarah Connor moment at the end of the film that works really well.
The scene where she's giving birth and she can't make a sound in the bathtub, and like the aliens on her.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. That's the one part of the movie probably lost me a little bit because, like, come on.
Yeah, that one's hard to believe. But,
I thought it was cool.
I mean, she does good in it. For a movie that's really based around a gimmick,
Yeah.
it plays way better than it should.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it does because it focused specifically on this very
Well, they flesh out these characters so thoroughly,
and it's such kind of like a primal urge where it's these parents just trying to keep their children safe, and like I think that comes through in literally every scene of the movie.
And like I said on our episode we did on this, John Krasinski's beard is fucking.
It is a great
incredible.
beard.
it's a great beard.
Emily Blunt's beard not as good.
It seems like it has its own beard. Like it's so beardy.
100%.
This movie's better than Transformers.
Better
You
than
should watch it if
Transformers.
you haven't.
Definitely.
It was one of my
better than
favorite
Transformers.
movies last year.
And probably, they're good roles, they're acclaimed roles. Probably the most illustrious role on here is her most recent one, where she reprised Julie Andrews' very famous performance as Mary Poppins in Mary Poppins Returns.
Correct. Am I the only person who saw this movie?
I saw it.
Did you? What
I
did
fell
you think of
asleep.
it?
Fell asleep in it.
Yeah. Look, I'm not a huge Mary Poppins fan.
Me neither.
I don't really like the original. It's okay. I've watched it. It's fine. That's about how I feel with this one. I don't think it. I know a lot of people were like disappointed by it, but again, I don't have that high of praise for the original.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt is perfect casting for Mary Poppins. It does kind of suck that this movie wasn't a hit because she could have like led a franchise of Mary Poppins.
I
movies.
still don't understand why. I mean, I've never watched it. I don't really have an intention to, but I don't understand why it wasn't a huge hit.
Yeah.
It seemed like before it came out, it was going to make all the holiday money.
Well, the original came out 60 years ago.
It did. I mean, it did okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it bombed. It didn't blow
I
the
mean-
doors off the place.
I
though.
mean, really, going into it, did you think Aquaman was going to kick his ass?
no.
Yeah, I think this movie topped out probably the 700
question.
million
Yeah.
range. I'm sure it turned a profit, but it wasn't a huge hit. I think the biggest problem with this movie is the supporting cast. She's really giving it and doing a good job. Lin-Manuel is not a great Bert substitute. And God, Emily Mortimer and Ben Whishaw are just the most annoying people in the world, in every role they're ever in. And they're like the two leads in this. The Dick Van Dyke bit is fun.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And you're right, it did not do well. 350 worldwide million.
Yeah, see?
Which is not that much.
It probably didn't turn a profit when you think about what it
No,
cost to
no.
make and what it cost
That's like
to
a
promote.
broke even, probably.
I'm saying better than Transformers. I would probably watch it again, but I would only watch it solely for her. Like, she is good enough to continue that role.
I gotta say worse than Transformers. Like I said, I would watch Transformers again before I'd watch this, and if I fall asleep in a movie, I can't say it's better than Transformers. But it's not her fault. You're right.
Yeah, she's fine.
And that brings us to current day. She's got a couple more projects in the works right now. She's got a movie called Jungle Cruise with The Rock.
Another Disney property.
Yeah,
I wonder how that'll be. Because Pirates of the Caribbean's great. You know, it's based on a Disney ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then Eddie Murphy Haunted House, not so great.
Right.
So I mean, they're hit or miss right now.
I remember when Eddie Murphy's Haunted House came out, they had...
By the way, guys, it's called Haunted Mansion.
You're right, Haunted Mansion. Good call. Raven Simone from That's So Raven did a version of Superstitious. And I was like, this song is awesome. And then I found out that Stevie Wonder did it first. So yeah, that's the movie that's coming out. Jungle Cruise with The Rock. Quiet Place 2, the sequel to A Quiet Place, which we just talked about. I don't know if they have a release date for that yet.
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
And maybe it's on IMDb. Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, the sequel to Edge of Tomorrow.
It will never happen.
Never
Or
get made.
It may get made. It ain't made with that fucking name. I'll tell you that for a fact.
It's not getting made.
I mean, they
at
made-
least for 4 years, and then it'll be a decade after
Yeah.
the last one.
At one point, there was talk that they were going to make a sequel to Dude, Where's My Car called Seriously, Dude, Where's My Car? And that was a better title than this.
Yep.
But I would love to see
I mean,
a sequel
look,
to this
I would
movie.
watch that movie right now. If you got Sean William Scott and Ashton Kutcher back, absolutely.
It's an underrated movie, in my
that's
opinion.
true.
I'd watch Live, Die, Repeat.
I would too.
Yeah, you know,
Particularly, the same director would be back.
Yep.
Like Doug Liman.
Rupert Wyatt, right?
Doug Liman.
Doug Liman. Damn.
Yeah, Rupert Wyatt, I think, was attached to it at one point, so I don't think you're wrong, but it's gone through like a million director hands.
Doug Liman and Rupert Wyatt make the exact same kind of movies.
Yeah, this one's never going to get made. But of the roles that she has done already, now we have to pick What is the
Who wants
best
to go
performance
first?
ever?
I mean, I think it's down to just the two, right? Sicario or Live, Die, Repeat. So, I mean,
I can easily say for me it's Edge of Tomorrow, because in Sicario she kind of plays the Tom Cruise role, the like blank space to put yourself in, whereas in Edge of Tomorrow she's like a character, you know. And I understand that Sicario is a better and a more important movie, but the other one has like time travels and aliens that blow up and shit, and that's more in my tree. So I'm going with that.
well, I'll even it out because I mean, I said Sicario is one of my top 30 movies. So, I mean, it's got to be Sicario for me. So we're 1-1. What about you guys?
I'm going to mix it up. I'm actually going to go Looper. And I'll tell you why. Because there are problems with Looper, but the performances are good, and she's the best performance. But we were sitting here discussing it, and it really does like hark home. Like, there's no reason for you to feel sorry for that kid. Like, you should want. It's like killing baby Hitler, and she makes you feel sorry for baby Hitler.
Right.
That's a strong performance that really carries that whole movie and really helps. Without her and as good as she is in it, that emotional beat doesn't hit, and the movie doesn't work. So it falls entirely on her back.
Oh, damn, you just made a really compelling
I know
point.
that was a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I was between Sicario, A Quiet Place, and Devil Wears Prada. I think it's probably, it's similar...
Could be A Quiet Place.
Similar vibes from A Quiet
yeah.
Place and Looper, but you make a good point. It's much harder to root for Hitler's mother than just some innocent kids who are in a bad place at a bad time. Oh shit, I don't know. Yeah, because the thing about Sicario, I was gonna say with Sicario, it's got the most weight on her shoulders because she is the point of view character.
For sure.
Go Quiet Place, so we're all ones, and there's no fucking majority.
She is a good actress. And we chat on a lot of the movies, but they're not bad movies because of her. Like, she's really good in a lot of that stuff, which is why she kept getting work after making terrible movies.
Yep.
I don't care. In my heart of hearts, it's still Sicario. Go Sicario.
Sicario wins.
Sicario wins. Fuck you, motherhood. But I think that's it for Emily Blunt until we do some other actor from Devil Wears Prada. Which I'm looking at you, Stanley Tucci.
I would love to.
Oh, I like that idea. Just hit all the Devil Wears Prada people.
Yeah. Except for Vinny Chase.
It's a short list.
Who's the other generic guy that's like the older guy in that movie?
We could do Meryl Streep too.
Are we sure it's not Chris Evans?
It's not.
Chris Evans was the generic guy in all those movies.
No, he's like an older...
that year.
He's supposed to be like the sexy older guy.
Oh.
I can't remember what his name is. It doesn't matter.
Either way.
So that's it for Emily Blunt. Best performance ever, Sicario. What have we been watching, guys?
I'll start since I got accused for always throwing it to Ian. I watched Detective Pikachu again. I really like that movie. It's fun. I also kind of miss the days where we just had like fun family action adventure live action movies. I feel like they're kind of like a dying breed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a really good one. And I like it better than Transformers. I watched about half of season 3 of Downton. I know what's coming and I'm not ready for it.
Yeah. You know what? I texted you spoilers wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now what happened, and God, it's sad. It's going to break your little heart.
Yeah, I know. I'm not prepared for it. We're taking it slow. We probably may get there tonight or maybe tomorrow. But
is Kate also invested? I didn't even ask yet.
Kate's super invested. She loves it. She doesn't know.
Okay.
So I keep spoiling her. Or not spoiling her, but like teasing her. I'm like, some shit's coming.
Lady Sybil.
You are brutal.
The other thing I watched was I watched the last 2 episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I watched End of Evangelion.
That's right. Shit, we're going to be here all day.
Let me say this. I didn't hate episodes 25 and 26. I was pretty on board with it.
So for those of you who don't remember, when we talked about it, the series goes till 24, and that's kind of the end of like the main arc, and then the last 2 are alternate endings.
Yep.
25 and 26 are alternate endings, and there's a separate movie that's just kind of to be fan service. Quote-unquote fan service for the people who are unhappy with the other endings.
So, the biggest issue, I think, there were 2 things I would say that could help really improve it. I think it's a good show. I got to the end of it. I say it's a good show. It's super deep. It's got a lot of themes. I could talk about it for hours. But the 2 biggest problems is, number one, well, the shit that happens in End of Evangelion should have happened in the show that connect 24 and 25. The other thing is they should have introduced the whole human intersectionality project way fucking earlier. Like, that doesn't get name dropped until, like, episode 23 or 24. Toji, whatever his name is, should have, like, been really... Like, we know he was kind of like a spy on board with all that stuff. Or not on board, but, like, trying to, like, reveal it. But they never really clearly say until him and what's-her-face are fucking.
For a show that's really into, like, very distinctly expressing what you're feeling all the time and, like, repeating it over and over again, there's a lot of, like, subtle shit that they, like... just throw at you like as like a pass-by line that's really fucking important.
Well, they don't really have
to
exposition.
The plot. Yeah. Like the plot shit is not important, but like emotional journeys.
What you feel is what's important.
Yeah.
Having
Which I guess
said
is
that,
kind of standard for for the show. Go ahead.
What the fuck is that movie? It is the most bizarre 80 minutes. There, at one point, it goes to the real world. By the real world, I mean fucking us. And it's like a self-help conference. And then it goes
I forgot about that.
Back to the anime world.
I mean, it's not even a short. That's like a 3-minute scene. Where
it's long.
It's pictures of like Tokyo, like real life Tokyo.
Real Tokyo.
Yeah, like not animated, real life Tokyo. And then there's just
people walking down the street.
And then there's just a long shot of like panning across a crowded auditorium in like a movie theater.
Yeah, and the voiceover is like, "This is reality. This is not dreams." Well, what are dreams? Dreams are not our reality. This is our reality. And it's just
I would have turned it off.
Weird. It's so weird. And that's not even talking about, like, old guy kind of sexually harasses a little girl. She's a clone.
But it doesn't count then.
No. he's like trying to like merge with her. It's very sexualized and gross. That doesn't account.
The whole show is sexualized and gross.
Doesn't count the 30-year-old woman making out with 14-year-old boy. That doesn't count the fucking 14-year-old boy masturbating to an unconscious girl.
Yep.
There is so much weird shit, and yet still somehow this weird like 5-minute bit that questions what the fuck reality is still the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, the whole thing is very strange.
It's so bizarre. And what's, like I said, I like 25 and 26 fine. Like, what separates all of it is 25 and 26 are like internal Shinji deciding he wants to live. Whereas the movie is like the build up to allow him to have that question. And I guess you kind of realize is that Shinji's decision is the decision for the whole world. They don't really tell you that in episode 25 and 26, but they do tell you that in the movie.
They kind of do. But they hit you with so many things like, wait, what is a dream? A dream is reality. Yeah. You kind of like, you think that some of the things that they're saying are figurative, and then you realize that some of the things, they really mean that, and then some of them are...
The reason why I say it's not super clear is because you go through all the people.
Yeah.
It doesn't focus solely on Shinji, whereas the movie does. But actually seeing Rei go around blowing people up for turning them into ooze shit is one of the weirdest things I've ever watched.
It is, guys.
It is gross.
I can't even. I know you guys are sitting here like, what the fuck is this?
I'm looking at you guys different after this.
See, I'm actually thinking I'm just going to skip the good stuff and just watch the movie.
Please. I begged Joseph today that we should just beg you guys to watch it. Like, I want to know what you think.
It's one of those things where I still don't know if it's good, but it's really fun to talk about because it's just so fucking weird.
And it has, what I like about it is there are like cool messages and themes in it. What's really funny to me is he had a message that he wanted to tell in this show in 26 parts. And it was kind of there, and people kind of liked it, but they wanted more resolution. And he was like, I'm not giving you more resolution. I'm going to double down on this
Absolutely
shit.
Is what happened.
And it becomes like, like we talked about, the show ends when Shinji chooses to live, all the people he ever loved standing around him, clapping and saying, congratulations. It's fucking weird.
Yep.
And so I was like, that's strange. And then for the movie to be like, this isn't real. Get outside, you sick, sad piece of shit. And I was like, oh, this is very straightforward. I'll go back to the clapping, please.
And choke teenage girls to death. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why?
I know it. It's a fucking... I'm so glad you watched it, though. Now I don't feel alone.
Disgusting.
Jesus. It's a show.
I don't know. Worse than Transformers. That's it. Thank God I watched Detective Pikachu. I'd probably be in therapy right now.
Cleanse your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn?
Sure.
I continued reading the new X-Men relaunch.
Oh yeah, have you? How is that? Is that Powers of 10 still coming out?
Yes, it's really hard to talk about. Like the newest issue I read was House of X 2, but it's really the third issue of the thing because House of X and Powers of X are telling the same story, and I don't really know why they're two. Maybe they'll deviate more as it goes on, but right now I don't really understand why they're two separate books.
I heard about that. I heard about Myra Mortaggett. Was that?
Yeah, Moira Taggart.
Yeah.
They take a character who has been a prop for 40 years and make her the centerpiece of the whole X-Men universe. And it's really cool how they do it. And it was definitely my favorite issue of the 3 so far.
Cool.
But it was also the most straightforward, easy to follow. Like the first 2 issues had like text pages to explain to you what's going on and stuff. So yeah, I would recommend it though. I would almost say maybe read this issue first and then read the first
Interesting.
2. Yeah. I started, because of a card, rewatching Star Trek The Next Generation. And it's the first time I'd really watched it since I was a kid. And, things progressed differently than I thought. Like Dr. Crusher and Riker's beard came way later in the show than they did, but they're at the beginning of the second season.
Yeah.
You know,
Riker's beard is really fully developed in season 3. That's when it really steps
well,
up.
I'm really looking forward to season 3 because I'm already looking at it, and obviously that's where all the good shit is.
Yeah. Well, we start to push Wesley away a little.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny though. When I watched season 1 as a kid as it was happening.
So you really connected with Wesley.
Yeah, I didn't hate Wesley at all, but yeah, watching it now, I'm definitely like, yeah, shut the fuck up, Wesley. You know. The weirdest one is the season 2 opener, or at least as far as I've got, rips off the worst Avengers story ever. Where in this one, Deanna Troi gets space raped.
Yeah.
And has to give birth to a baby. It's weirder when it happens in the Avengers because Captain Marvel gets space raped, gives birth to a kid who rapidly ages, then they become lovers and leave to explore the universe together. And the other Avengers are just fucking fine with that. It's the weirdest thing. This one doesn't get quite that weird. But yeah, I just got to the episode where the Borg was introduced, so that's really fucking cool and stuff. But I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm looking forward to watching it.
How many seasons are there?
There's like 7, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot of episodes.
Man, just find, because there's a whole, like, I'd say 60% of the episodes is they find a thing in space and it makes them act weird. Mm-hmm. You know, just find an episode guide that tells you which ones to skip.
Yeah, you could skip a lot.
Thank you, Internet.
Next Generation does introduce 2 of the best, like, I don't know, villains, I think, across anything, which are the Borg.
Right.
Which are one of the best, like, versions of zombies there are. Like,
Right, yeah, totally.
They're just a mindless mass that consume everything, and they're excellent. And then number 2, Q is just fucking... I don't think Q works if that guy wasn't as charismatic as he is.
Totally, definitely. Even when the episodes are bad, all the actors are really fucking good.
Yeah.
And I tell you one thing that they do that they really... Like, you know, they realize the first one, all the best stuff comes from Spock and Bones don't understand each other.
Yeah.
So they made like most of the characters have some sort of deficiency or something that makes them see the world differently than everybody else, and that moves a lot of the episodes. But you know, so far better than Transformers.
I love Next Generation.
I don't have much to say on it this time, but I'm sure this will pop up in many more episodes. I started a rewatch of Lost.
Oh man,
Good
God.
for you.
And man, I don't care what you think about that show overall. That pilot is still the best pilot of any show.
it is a
Yeah,
great
it's a
pilot.
great
Pilot's
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones. It's just fucking. They didn't know what to do with it in the last season.
I strongly disagree, but we'll get there.
We'll do it one day. One day.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Very good. Well, the only thing is I've been watching. I watched that Sunshine Cleaning for this episode, which again, better than Transformers, but not quite as good as I expected. Alan Arkin's in it. He's really good.
Is he still alive?
I think so.
he is.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I
He
think
seems like a good guy.
And then the only other thing I really watched is I watched the first episode of Hard Knocks with the Oakland Raiders.
Is it good?
Is Antonio Brown in it?
He's in the first episode a little bit.
You can watch it free on YouTube, I think.
You can watch the first episode free on YouTube.
Ooh, I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah.
I don't have HBO.
Me neither.
John Gruden's less crazy so far than I anticipated him to be.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is a little sad. There's a young safety who's a rookie who is a fucking nightmare.
Oh, I've heard of this kid.
He's the one who's hitting people too hard in practice, right?
Yeah, he's just very. It's not even that he's a
first round pick.
Yeah, it's not even that he's aggressive. He's just like unapologetic. Like he feels like what he's doing is the right thing all the time. So he's definitely going to be a nightmare. But I also maybe that's why he's a good safety. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they show his feet, Antonio Brown's feet?
Yeah, I don't know if they do. I can't remember. I've just seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
Fucking Antonio Brown. But I knew there was another fucking criminal on the Oakland Raiders this year. Fucking Richie Incognito.
Big time criminal.
Is a goddamn piece of shit.
He bullied that guy, right?
He bullied
Yeah.
that guy. He's
Bunch of racial slurs.
yeah,
and-
he's abused people. He got arrested in a bar fight. He's a bad fucking dude. He's just a giant man with a baby face and a temper problem. I fucking hate him. But anyway, I'm gonna keep watching it.
That's it? Yep. I only watched one thing, Scary Stories to Tell in the
Oh,
Dark.
Oh, how was it?
Which is actually pretty good.
Really?
Better than Transformers. It's PG-13.
I was about to say, so is it? Do you think it's designed for teenagers? Because I mean, definitely that's.
I think, yeah, teenagers, but I got something out of it. Like I said, for PG-13, I was kind of nervous. This is probably going to be corny, but it's all practical effects.
Yeah.
And Guillermo del Toro, what's that movie that he did that's kind of like The Hobbit, but in Mexico?
Pan's Labyrinth?
Yes, it's got a lot of those same costumes and creepy
Right on.
shit. It's good. It's like Vietnam War era. You got a draft dodger as one of the main characters. A girl who's trying to be a writer. Yeah, man, the spider scene is fucking crazy. For what they got away with a lot for a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
It's not if you've read the book. I read the book. It's not short stories. They tied into one narrative, but it works. It works better than I thought. I would definitely recommend it if you're fans of that kind of genre. Like I said, it's not really my kind of genre, but I was pleasantly surprised.
It looked like the Goosebumps movie, but scary.
No, well, I mean that's a comedy. This is more adult. This is there's some scary parts in it, but it's not overly gore, and it's tasteful. It's what I mean. It's tasteful horror. So I would say
Tasteful spiders.
yes. I would say definitely go check it out. That's the only thing I saw.
Cool. I'm excited someone saw it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
All right.
it.
What are we gonna do next week?
I don't know. It's all so
Something.
far away.
Figure
More
it out.
topics because again we are approaching the desert. There's
Yeah.
not a lot coming out of the
I
near
can't
future.
even think of the next movie coming out I want to see.
I'm
It
sure it's in
too.
October.
Rise.
It chapter
Yeah.
2, early
It-
September.
it-
We should do a Stephen King thing.
We could,
I'd be
so good.
super into that.
Yeah.
I can talk about Kira.
but cool.
Which one? The
But-
one.
Oh, the original one.
Yeah.
Fuck that remake.
Yeah.
What is this?
It original.
Carrie?
Oh,
No,
That's
No,
scary.
we were talking about Carrie.
we were talking about Carrie.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh.
we could, yeah.
With Hit Girl.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot they remade
And Jodie
that.
Yeah.
Foster, right?
It was Jodie Foster.
The mom?
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
Go
anyway,
ahead.
keep
Anyway,
Close it out.
so join us next week for something. It will be our normal level of quality, which is whatever you think our normal level of quality is.
Keep it consistent.
Hashtag real phonies.
Hashtag real photos. So thank you guys for listening. Please rate and like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Word of mouth is very powerful. If you want to get in touch with us, if we did Emily Blunt dirty, if there's another Emily Blunt role that was really good that we missed, you can tell us all about it at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also tell us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies and on Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. See you guys next week.
Later.